Caitlin Clark scores 9 in return, but minutes restriction shapes Fever loss Rae Burrell gets a mention as Caitlin Clark returns from a 5-game layoff, scores 9 points, and explains why the minutes limit mattered. Caitlin Clark's return from a 5-game layoff offered the Indiana Fever a reminder how important she is, but also how much rhythm still has to be rebuilt. In Wednesday night's 106-92 loss to the Los Angeles Sparks, Clark scored 9 points while playing in brief 2 to 3-minute spurts on a minutes restriction she said was not her decision. The return came after a frustrating run of missed time. Clark had already been dealing with back issues all season, missed the Fever's game at Portland on May 20th, came back from a 5-game layoff on June 14th after quad injury, then left the game against Phoenix on June 24th before missing Indiana's games against Los Angeles on June 27th and Las Vegas on July 5th. Why the minutes restriction mattered. Clark made clear that the slow build back into action was about protecting the bigger picture. "I told them, I don't want to come back unless I'm 100% full go," she said, adding that she did not want to be on the floor simply to play 20 minutes. "I'm out there to win and give everything I have to this team." That line captures attention around her comeback. Clark is a Fever central creator, but after 2.5 weeks out, she also knows game speed is hard to fake, especially when you haven't played for 2.5 weeks. A game environment is just so much different than anything we can replicate, she said. The restriction showed in the rhythm of her night. Clark said it was just really hard to go 3 minutes, sub out, then return for another short stint, because it made it difficult to find any flow. Even so, she stressed the body was not the issue. "Overall, my body feels great, so that's the positive I can take from today," she said. What the numbers said. On paper, it was a mixed return. Clark finished with 9 points on 4 of 12 shooting, went 1 of 6 from 3-point range, and added 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and 4 turnovers. It was her second lowest point total of the season and, like the scoreline itself, a sign that the Fever is still waiting for the best version of her to settle back in. Stephanie White said the process should be treated with patience. "Anytime you've missed a couple weeks, it's going to take time to get acclimated," she said. White added that it will take time to build endurance and that a minutes restriction makes it especially difficult to regain rhythm during the season. Her view was simple. Clark will keep getting better, and so will the Fever as she works back in. There is some short-term optimism in the schedule, too. Indiana had a 7-day break that meant Clark only missed 2 games before returning, which should help her recover her timing more quickly. But after a stop-start stretch and a return built around brief bursts, the bigger question is how soon she can move beyond survival mode and back into the kind of sustained impact the Fever need. For now, the answer is still being built one short stint at a time.